Didier.
Wait, for real?
Crucify the witch. Cast judgment upon the demon.
The word witch, coming from delirious, vengeful Phantom's mouth, proves far more distressful for Morgana than me.
Whoa, hold on. What's Dee doing here?
Please, come to your senses, Didier. I know it's you.
Judgment, crucifixion, execution.
No, I'm not a witch.
The night is partly occluded by the dark, wrathing miasma enveloping him, but he bears the same muscular build as the Didier I knew in life. He's unwaveringly determined to see us executed. Didier, this is not how I hoped our reunion would go, Didier. Why, after so very long, is this how the three of us find each other again? Images flashes through my mind. The day I left the Bollinger estate, when Didier promised me we would one day meet again. Them each give me a hug before I climbed into the carriage. First Didier, then George. Is this my fault? Is he here because I wish to be reunited with my brothers? Is it the way fate chose to grant that wish?
Burn the witch.
Well, look at that. Guess I'm not your only block-headed brother, huh?
George.
Before you get any bright ideas, Michelle. It's not your fault our long-awaited family reunion didn't quite go as planned. Just like me, Dee cursed himself. Only, it seems his was a whole lot more powerful. God, I really didn't pay a lick of attention to either of you, did I?
The unclean witch must be purified from this world. It is my duty.
Hey, Dee, are you in there? I shoved a whole lot of crap onto your plate. Keeping up the family name, taking care of Mom. Just about everything I could leave to you, I did.
I must uphold the honor of the family name.
And then, when it was all over, I blamed you for killing our little brother. I was convinced that you could do anything. That you were stronger than anyone.
Crucify the witch.
I'm sorry, Dee.
Burn the witch.
He continues his plodding march forward, seemingly unaffected. It's impossible to tell if George's words are getting through to him. Stop, Didier. Please. My words don't seem to be either. Didier! He's closing in on us. We're running out of space to retreat.
Alright, Dee. That's how it's gotta be. But just this once, okay?
Night takes another heavy, merciless step towards us. The exit right there. We're backed up against the wall. The end was almost within our grasp, yet it seems so hopelessly far away now. Please, Didier, don't do this. I know you don't actually want to hurt anyone. Didier! The knight raises his sword, thrusting it forward with a sharp whoosh.
Death!
But then, breaking free from my grasp, the painting leaps into the air.
I'm really sorry. You got stuck with a pair of dolts for brothers.
George! The next second, the eldest brother's blade pierces George. George! George! His form wavers momentarily before fading into the darkness, his voice lingering behind.
Don't worry about me, Michelle. I got my share of redemption already. I know we can be a bit of a pain. But do for D what you did for me, would ya? Now go on. Call out to him. Suck in a big old breath. And call out to our brother with everything you've got.
George!
It is my duty to punish the impure, to uphold the Bollinger name.
Didier! Despite having already stabbed George, the knight continues his march. Blade pointed straight at me. I clench my teeth and glare at my eldest brother. Running is out of the question. This doesn't have to go on any longer.
It is my duty as the eldest son.
You deserve to be freed, for your bonds as well.
Be gone from this world.
Didier! I shout his name with every ounce of air in my lungs. His eyes go wide, and his blade swerves on course, missing my heart. I'm piercing my gut instead. Didier, it's okay. You can let go now. It's not your responsibility anymore. You have no duty to anything anymore. Didier! I reach a hand out for my brother. Blood spills when I hold my abdomen in rhythmic spurts. I can feel something hot rising in my throat. But that doesn't stop me. That doesn't stop my hand crawling through the air towards him. He's my brother. I have to do whatever I can for him. Free him. Bring him back. Didier, there's nothing here. In need of your judgment. With shaking fingers, I clasp my brother's arm. I squeeze, holding on with what vigor remains, and give another shout. Look me in the eyes, Didier. Please. Hear my voice. Hear your brother's voice. I can't stand to lose anyone else. If you don't come to your senses, then George's sacrifice would have been in vain. It's time for you to break free. For all three of us to be free of the curses we place on ourselves. Didier, please. I hear the sound of somewhere between a grunt and a gasp. My vision's gone blurry, so I blink hard several times. Clear my eyes to get a better look at him. Didier. I see his face, twisted in anguish.
Michelle.
Didier. Oh, thank goodness. You heard my voice.
Did I do this to you, Michelle?
It's nothing.
I've made the same terrible mistake once more.
Didier.
I caused you harm, tempted to take your life.
It's alright, Didier.
Michelle.
Release yourself from the chains that bind you.
But I
Those aren't your duties anymore. You don't have to protect the family name or uphold the Order's standards. You can do as you wish.
Punish me for my wrongdoing. Please, Michelle. Punish me!
Didier,
Cast judgment upon me!
it's all in the past. Judgment is not necessary for anyone.
That doesn't change what I did! I killed you. I hanged you from a cross. I must be made to pay for my sins! Punish me, Giselle. I implore you.
Didier, I think I know now why you never removed your helm that day. Why you remained silent for the whole ordeal.
Giselle.
You were crying, weren't you? Weeping for me. Your tears are atonement enough for me.
Giselle.
You bore a great deal of responsibility in life. As the Bollinger's firstborn, you're obligated to protect the family's honor. As a knight of the church, you're tasked with the duty of my execution. You had no other choice. I sincerely believe there was nothing else you could have done. I bear no grudge against you. No resentment for the decisions you were forced to make. I certainly don't curse you. Let's just forget it all. It's long, over and over done.
Still, it was a mistake I never should have made. I took the life of the purest soul I know. There is no honor in that.
Didier,
I put protecting the family name above protecting my actual family. You've trusted me. You believed in me to the very end. And I killed you. I knew what I was doing. I knew you weren't cursed. I knew you weren't a witch. I knew you weren't a demon child. You were never unclean. You're my brother. Your family. And I robbed you of your life. There's no one in this world more unfit to be a knight than me.
you don't have to be a knight anymore. You don't have to be the Bollinger's firstborn son. Deciding not to wear those labels. Won't you make you any less the brother I always loved? I'm honored to have been born to the same family as you.
Michelle.
There's something I never had a chance to tell you, Didier. All my life, I looked up to you, admired you, and I still do, even now. There's the next life awaiting us. I hope we can be brothers again, Didier. Would you mind if I wished for that?
No. No, of course not. Please do. I hope you'll allow me to wish for the same. I love you, Michelle. My dear little brother.
Upon those words, Didier's phantom begins fading away. A white mist that almost looks like it's made of undulating particles of light rises up around him. And before he's completely enveloped, I catch a glimpse of the tears streaking his cheeks. It's the first time I've ever seen him crying. I attempt to give him a smile in return. If I were to guess, so I would say it probably looks rather forced. The fact that I'm fighting back tears at the same time certainly isn't doing anything to make it convincing. Before it's completely faded away, I wrapped my arms around my brother's shoulders, much like he did for me on the day of my exile. Not as an eternal farewell, but as a promise that we'll meet again. Didier, George, right now, in this moment, I have no regrets about having been born in Bollinger. All I have is great pride. So I pray that one day, be it 10 or 1,000 years from now, the three of us can be reunited.
I've got a number of things going through my mind right now.
Morgana,
I'm just not sure how to put any of it into words.
don't worry. Those words say everything.
You can cry if you want. I won't mock you, I promise.
No, I won't cry. I'll save my tears for our reunion.
Oh. That painting. It didn't have to get itself destroyed.
He'll be fine. I'm sure. I have faith. And as you know quite well, wishes do come true. Would you mind giving me a hand, Morgana? Gonna need a little help in getting back up. At the moment's pause, she hesitantly extends her fleshless hand. I clasp the bones with her aid, pull myself to my feet. Blood spurts from my gut as I do. It's not much in the way of pain, strangely, only creeping exhaustion. I feel my legs will give out of it so much, give them a chance. Leaning on Morgana, make our way back to the entrance.
You're not going to disappear, are you?
Don't worry, Morgana. I won't disappear.
All right.
Let's open the door. Together. Bring light into this world of darkness. Move forward. Start anew. Brighter.
Let's...
I take a deep breath. Look up at the door. My eyes on the future. It's time to open the door. Not to an ending, but the door to a new beginning. In a world that awaits us. Be filled with light. Immersed in near blinding light, we press onward. There's white in all directions, not a tiny speck of color to contaminate it. In fact, the concept of direction doesn't seem to exist in this world. Only pure, never-ending white. Actually, no. That's not right. Now that I consider it, I was thinking of white as an absence of color. But white, the color, fills this plane.
It's all disappearing. We made the right choice, didn't we?
Yes, this is how it meant to be.
You're a rather impressive man. I hope you realize. Not only did you free 3 trapped souls, you also saved your brother.
I didn't do any of that alone. Without help, I would have made it this far. I would have shattered yet again, till nothing was left.
And Giselle gave you that strength.
She did.
So, what? You're gonna wait here for her?
I am.
In that condition?
I won't let myself disappear before she's made it back.
Do you remember the warning I gave you in the mansion? About how if a soul is damaged and destroyed, it's wholly and utterly erased from existence, never to return in any shape or form. If you lose much more blood, that's what will happen to you. You'll be erased forever.
Don't worry. I won't let that happen.
You push yourself too hard, Michelle. I feel like you're hurt in some way almost every time I see you. Though I suppose about half of that would be my doing.
You may have caused me some pain, but I also wouldn't be here without you.
What?
I mean it.
If you say so.
Besides, I've practically only seen you hurt too.
I suppose so.
Whatever form your soul may assume your next life, I'll be praying there's far less pain in it for you.
This is why I'll never get along with you. Always concerned about others. Can I ask you something? If you were to be born again, would you want it to be in a fully male body?
That's what I always wanted. So, yes, I would.
In your next life, if you have one, do you want to see Giselle again?
Absolutely, I do.
And what if you could only have one or the other?
Can you repeat that?
Which would you choose?
Do you need to ask?
No, I suppose not. You know, I'm neither a witch nor a saint. Just an ordinary powerless soul now. So my wishes aren't likely to cause any more miracles. But I think I'll wish for something anyway.
For what?
Not telling you. Well, I'll be off then.
Alright.
I didn't think it would be so difficult to come up with parting words.
You can say whatever you like. The first thing that comes to mind is fine.
Okay. Then I'll say to you the same thing I said to them. Farewell, Michelle. Until our souls cross paths once more in the boundless sphere of fate.
Farewell, indeed.
If, however, if by some infinitesimally low chance we do happen to meet again, would you be my friend?
Morgana. Absolutely. Wouldn't want it any other way.
I'm not a nice person, you know. I'm nothing like the white-haired girl. I'm sure to be off-putting and rude, to cause you much grief and pain.
Don't worry. I'm resilient enough to handle a little pain without pulling away. You're fine as you are. You don't need to change. So let's meet on the next lives. And become good friends.
Not good friends. And not acquaintances either. Just plain friends. Understood?
Understood.
I'm rather looking forward to it. Now, this is goodbye for real. So, I suppose I'll part with some uncharacteristic honesty. I'm glad to have had you in my life, Michelle. And thank you for everything.
Morgana.
Farewell.
Till our souls cross paths once more. So quiet. So unbelievably desolate. Giselle. You endured centuries waiting for me to return. I'll wait right here for as long as I must. I can feel the mansion, the gathering place for the departed, fading away. I did it, Giselle. I broke the curse. I cast out the darkness. I saved Morgana and all those other souls trapped there. I couldn't have done without you. I miss you, Giselle. All I want is to see your face, to hear your voice, feel your warmth, tell you how much I loved your smile. Where are you, Giselle? I know I said I wouldn't let myself disappear until you came back. I'm wishing with all my might for my body to hold out. But it doesn't seem to be working very well. I'm coming to realize, as I grow weaker, that the will of one man is nothing in the face of the will of the universe. Where are you, Giselle? I can't see you anymore, anywhere. can see right through my hands, Giselle. My lower body is already gone. And the rest of it is following. I hope you'll still be able to find me, even without a body.
Algum dia você me deu a laranja
I lost my voice now, Giselle. I don't have much left to lose. I'm dissolving into the light. Say my name, Giselle. I want to hear you say my name. I'm here, waiting for you. Where are you, Giselle? Am I getting through to you? Even a little? I need you. I can't allow myself to disappear until you're returned. Giselle.
Michelle. Finally. I finally found you. I'm sorry it took so long. Don't worry, Michelle. I know that's you. I'll always be able to recognize you, no matter what. You don't have to be afraid. I wouldn't have made it out if it weren't for you, Michelle. A ray of light reached deep into the darkness, all the way down to where I was lost. It was a light more radiant than anything I've ever seen. So much so I couldn't hold back my tears. You fought so very hard. You broke the mansion's curse, released it from the darkness. I was right about you. You are strong, immeasurably so. Can you hear me there, Michelle? I'm sorry for keeping you waiting so long, for letting you deteriorate like this. But thank you. Thank you for waiting. Now it's time for us to return back to our rightful places. So please, Michelle, don't disappear on me. Don't let your soul's flame be extinguished. I beg you, keep holding on. There's still so much I need to tell you. I want to hear your voice. I want to feel your arms around me once more. I don't care when, as long as I can have that someday. So that means I need you to not disappear on me. Michelle? Michelle? I believe in you, Michelle. I believe you're still there, that you're still holding on. So I ask that one day you'll come and take my hand again.
Hello? Anybody in there? Class is about to start, and last I checked, the teacher never came in through the window.
Oh, right. Just a second.
You've been doing that a lot lately, just staring out the window. You watching for something or just spacing out?
There's this girl who usually out there around this time every day. Right over there. See her?
Huh? That one. Looks like she goes to the junior high a few streets down.
That's what I thought. But look at her hair. That flaxen color. It's almost the exact same color as mine. I can't get her out of my mind.
Oh, really? If you're that interested, why not go have a chat sometime?
I don't know. I wouldn't even know where to begin.
Obviously, you've got to go with the old classic. Hey, baby, want to get some ice cream and hang out?
That sounds like a great way to get slapped. I'm not trying to pick her up.
You're lying to yourself, man.
No, I don't know. Like, I'm curious. That's all.
And I'm curious what makes your head work. Because it sure ain't what everyone else's runs on. Now get moving. It's almost time for class.
Wait. I'm coming. Wonder what her name is.
Hey, did you hear about the new ice cream shop they just opened up down by the bus stop?
I did. And I hear that their mint is super good too.
Now I want to try it. What do you say? Want to go check it out? Let's go. Get some of that mint with a big pile of chocolate chips on top.
Ooh, I know. I'll get a double scoop.
That sounds amazing. I'm going to get a double too. But the line's going to be crazy. Better get going or...
What is it?
Cute boy who goes to that school there. I think we just locked eyes for a second.
Oh? What's he look like?
A prince.
A prince? Seriously?
Should you be making fun of princes now?
You're not 9, you're 14. And you still haven't grown out of your fairy tale phase? Like, oh my god.
Just you wait. One of these days, I'll meet a real prince, and then you won't be laughing anymore.
Like you'd ever be able to get a real prince's attention.
That's not very nice. Rock, blockhead, meanie.
Come on, let's get going.
Oh, fine. I'll show you one day. That is my prince.
We couldn't be luckier to have a talented engineer like yourself assigned to our branch.
You give me too much credit, sir.
You don't give yourself enough credit. I've seen your record, and you come highly recommended from HQ. I've got high hopes for you.
The higher your hopes, the greater the fallout when I make a mistake, which frightens me.
What you call a mistake is what we generally refer to as a great accomplishment. I don't think I've ever met anyone as close to the perfect human being as you.
I am far, far from perfect.
You Japanese really are a humble lot, aren't you? Huh? What is it?
I thought I just saw a woman I recognized.
We get a lot of tourists from your parts of the world around here.
She's not Japanese. No, I must have been imagining it. This is my first time in France, after all.
The art museum. Shopping.
Shopping.
How can you take a vacation to France and not want to see the art?
We were there all day yesterday. And you agreed before we left today would be a shopping day.
That was before I realized just how big it was. Just how many beautiful paintings they had on display. There's no way one day is enough to see it all.
One whole day of my vacation bored out of my skull. Not like you can eat the stuff, so what good is it anyway?
Please.
How about this? We go to a different museum. Just no art this time.
Oh? What kind of museum if you don't want to look at art?
A torture museum.
I think I hate you.
Lighten up. You're telling me you don't want to see centuries of torture devices from all around the world?
Absolutely not.
Then we stick to the plan and go shopping.
Ugh, have it your way. But you didn't have to be so... Watch out! Behind you!
What? Ah! God damn, that hurt! Oh, I'm sorry.
Hey, learn to watch where you're walking, why don't you? And if you're so desperate to make a damn ruckus, go find a cafe somewhere out of the way.
Well, excuse me. I apologized, didn't I? No need to be such a dickwad.
Have you ever heard of talking, or is someone yelling the only thing you're capable of? This is why I can't stand tourists. Have some damn consideration for the people who aren't here just to fool around. For the love of God.
The hell's got your panties in a... And he's gone.
That sure was something.
Something is right. An insufferable asshole, more like. Burn in hell, motherfucker.
That said, I feel like I've seen him somewhere before.
No, it's just your imagination.
You there. The paper. Good Lord. The stock market is a damn mess. What a nightmare. The tourists don't know how to shut up. The French are a bunch of stuck-up snobs. Pizza's awful. Nobody knows how to make spaghetti. Maybe I should just pack up my bags and forget about it all. What the hell is this? An article about the human voice. Scientists are studying the effect certain frequencies in the human voice have on the brain. Keep this mumbo jumbo out of the paper, my God. Save it for some paranormal science magazine. Back to the stocks page. Damn it! The wind got my hat! What is wrong with today?
I believe this is yours.
Yeah. Thank you.
Pleasure is mine. Have a nice...
Hold on a second.
Yes?
First off, before I say anything, I'm not trying to hit on you. Don't get the wrong idea.
Uh-huh.
No. Have we met before?
We have, yes.
When? And where?
A long, long time ago. Much too long for you to remember.
Excuse me?
Our paths crossed in a mansion many, many years ago. I'm glad to see you haven't changed a bit.
I'm not particularly in the mood for jokes or supernatural nonsense today.
I'm quite serious.
One more question. Do we have any shared acquaintances?
We do, yes. Though I could not say whether she's here or not. Hopefully you have a chance to cross paths with her. I, too, am looking for someone. Have a good day, sir.
Yeah. Goodbye.
There are memories. Memories ingrained in my soul. Over the years, they've grown gradually more distant. And now, at the age of 21, I remember everything. Were I to tell this to anyone, they would think me mad. So I've kept it to myself my whole life. I remember many ages ago, there was this mansion. There I met and lost someone dear to me. There, I waited for her. I remember all the centuries I spent waiting. I remember he almost lost his soul trying to save me. I am, once again, waiting for him. I'm making my way to where that mansion once stood. A single red rose in hand. A rose containing all my hopes, my dreams, my love. Prayer that it might one day reach you. Roses make wonderful gifts, after all. Probably sound like I'm out of my mind, waiting for a man who exists only in my memories. A man who, in my 21 years of life, I've never once even caught a glimpse of. But that doesn't matter, because I know how much he means to me. I don't care what anyone else thinks. I will wait. I will trust the memories burned into my soul. I don't know when he'll show up, or even if he will. Maybe we'll never meet in this life. Maybe I'll wait until I've grown old and died. But should that happen, I'll continue waiting for you in my next life. And the one after that, if I have to. I'll always be waiting, no matter how long it takes. How great the obstacles stand in my way, or what form he may assume. I'll wait as long as it takes. Another 100, another 1,000 years. So just promise you'll come back for me. Michelle.
So
Don't worry. You don't have to wait any longer. Giselle. I'm here for you.
Estou contando os dias que nós passamos. O que você esconde de toda calada, não me deixe somente.
There are memories. Memories ingrained in my soul. I remember there once stood a mansion here, in which many tragedies took place, in which great pain was suffered. Much of what happened in those walls was unspeakable. But they are events I should never have forgotten. Because amidst all the misfortune, I attained something irreplaceable. Giselle, there's so much I have to say. So much I want you to know. I'm sure I have plenty of time to get to all of that. So for the time being, allow me to say this. Giselle? Your smile is the light of my life. I want to spend my days with you. With that smile always at my side. And nothing to get in our way.
To bestow upon their souls thy blessing.
Wanna know what happens next? Ah! No getting back to sleep today, Michelle. Time. What's the time? What? 9? We're meeting at 10. That was my second alarm, wasn't it? Out of bed now. No time to waste. I'd be gonna over what I look if I were late because I slept in. Normally I have no problem waking up, but I had trouble falling asleep last night thanks to my nerves. What am I, a 5-year-old? Breakfast I can do without. I need to get dressed and clean up. Teeth brushed? Checked. Hairbrush? Checked. Buttons all lined up properly? Check. Tag removed from my new shirt? Check. Room? Disaster. I was planning to clean it when I got up this morning. That's fine though. It's not like I'm inviting her over. I shouldn't even be thinking about that on our first time out. Okay, all set. Here goes. There are memories. Memories ingrained in my soul. Were to tell anyone, they might think I was mad. Or maybe I'd been reading too many new age self-help books. Or possibly even that I was a member of a shady cult. But in any event, it likely wouldn't give many people a good impression of me. In my memory of my past life, the soul was held in great regard and the church wielded nearly absolute power. Neither of those things were true to present day. While people had more freedom, more choices, and more opportunities than ever before, there were things that lost, no longer accepted. That the soul was real. That miracles actually happened. That there was still so much about the world we didn't know, didn't understand. People these days were simply not inclined to accept such truths. But I wasn't particularly troubled by the fact that few were likely to believe me. I didn't feel alone in my knowledge. Because I wasn't. Because on that fateful day, we found each other again. She turned towards me, the very same Giselle from my memories. And just as I recognized her, she too knew exactly who I was. For the two of us have memories, memories ingrained in our souls. No longer did those memories serve as shackles. If I can keep up this pace, I should make it right on time. Thank goodness. Please, for the love of all that is holy, don't growl in front of her. The turn of events that can only be described as miraculous were reunited after nearly 1,000 years. This sort of dramatic moment you might see at the end of a movie or a novel, the point at which the story is finished and nothing more need to be told. Our lives continue on past that moment. An uneventful, probably noteworthy succession of days. Nothing particularly different from what you might find in any other random person you chose out the street. It was that little fistful of happiness we had sought for so many years. We were just two ordinary people now. There's no drama or excitement and tale that follows. Only a small slice of two regular lives. It had only been about a week since our reunion. While I would have loved to grab Giselle by the hand and take her home with me right then and there, I constantly uprooted her from her own life. Both of us were busier than we had been in the Middle Ages. Myself with work and her at university. So after that, we quickly caught each other up in our present life situations, exchanged contact information, and agreed to meet up the following week. Then walked her to the station, and that was the end of that. A rather underwhelmingly mundane conclusion to such a dramatic, tearful reunion. Especially coming right after I said, I want to spend my days with you. That smile always at my side, and nothing to get in our way. Those I suppose shouldn't have come as any surprise that reality wasn't as simple as fairy tales. It meant today would be our first chance to spend a real quality time together. Hence the butterflies in my stomach, having not gotten much sleep last night. By all accounts, I had no reason to be nervous. We knew each other better than perhaps two people ever should. But this was different. This was now. We weren't just in a new era. We've been given entirely new lives. Not a second late. Am I here first? Thank goodness. I want to start off on the right foot here. And keep her waiting is not the way to do that. But thankfully
Oh, Michelle.
did not make it here before.
Good morning.
Good morning, Giselle.
Are you feeling okay? You're as red as a beet. You're breathing pretty heavily.
Never felt better. Well, to do a little running, in fact.
You ran all the way here? There's no need to rush.
I didn't want... I hope I didn't keep you waiting.
Oh, no, not at all. You're here right on time.
I suspected might show up early or so. I want to be here at least 5 minutes beforehand.
I suppose I did show up a bit early.
When'd you get here exactly?
About 5 minutes ago, I think.
Now the truth?
9:30.
That's way too early!
I was just, I was eager to see you again. Sorry, let myself get a bit too excited, didn't I?
No, it's fine. I mean, I hardly slept for the same reason, so... Anyway, I'm sorry for making you wait so long.
No worries. I spent the extra time in the cafe right there, and I couldn't have been happier.
Happier about waiting?
Absolutely. You can see the station's entrance through the cafe's windows. And as I was sitting there, giddily imagining you out there among the crowds looking for me, that 30 minutes went by before I even knew it.
Is that so?
Was that creepy?
No, not creepy at all. Just... my heart may have skipped a beat.
And don't forget, I'm a pro when it comes to waiting. Half an hour may as well be half a second.
I'll still try and avoid keeping you waiting in future.
I'd appreciate that. So, what's the plan? You said we were going to choose where we went.
Ah, yeah. Today's schedule is all on me, at my own request. For one, I wanted to show her I could be more proactive than in the past. For two, I wanted to just be able to enjoy the day without worrying about anything else. After all, this was a first date. Shall we start with a movie then?
Oh, I like that idea. I haven't been to the cinema in a while, but it's just not the same as watching TV at home. I can't wait.
I was afraid it might come off as too safe, but Giselle seems fond of the idea. Thank you, whoever invented movie theaters. And thank you, whoever wrote that dating manual.
So, what are we going to see?
Oh.
Oh?
What should we see?
Okay, so you only decided on movie and not a specific one, Michelle? I thought you wanted to go because you had something in mind.
Sorry, I was so focused on figuring out where to take you. Tripped 2 steps out of the gate.
Oh, don't beat yourself up. It's fine. Finding something to see once you're there is fun too.
Let's do that then. We go to one of the bigger theaters. Something with a large selection.
Perfect. Michelle, very, very silly question for you.
Yes?
Are you someone who gets popcorn at the theater?
Well, she wasn't lying about how silly it was. I say my empty stomach appreciates her bringing up the subject of food.
Michelle?
Right, not usually. I prefer to focus on a movie.
Oh, really? I like to have a bag to munch on while I'm watching, personally.
By all means.
It's not going to bother you hearing me crunch in your ear?
Not particularly, no. For anyone else, then maybe. I'm in a popcorn mood myself, so I'll go get a bag as well. I can't fight this hunger any longer.
Oh, all right. Well, then we'll get one salted and one sweetened. Oh, the ticket counter's open. Have you decided what we're seeing?
Is there anything you'd like to see? I was thinking you could choose.
I wanted you to decide, Michelle. I'm curious to see what kind of movie you'd pick.
I see. Well then. Transformers. Smile 2. Or Terrifier. Wild Robot is pretty good. Some Sydney Sweeney movie.
Go on, tell us what a naughty movie is.
What do you think, Giselle? Come on, Giselle. Have a pick.
The voice
Romance.
of your brother George comes to you in your time of
I
need
feel like
to
you
say
would choose
naughty.
romance for her choice. Yeah.
How about this one?
Oh, posters, title. Everything about it oozes sappy romance. This was the last movie I would have expected you to pick, Michelle. Is this something you actually wanted to watch? You didn't just choose it for me, right?
Oh, there was some voices in my head. I had no particular objections to this movie. Though not especially interested in it either.
Oh, I know. You just want to see the lead actress naked.
I beg your pardon?
I mean, it is a romance movie. That's an important part of the romance.
Maybe so, but I don't appreciate making it sound like I'm just a horny teenage boy.
Well, if that's not why you chose it, then I'm stumped.
What kind of person does she think I am? I simply thought it would be more appropriate for a date than, say, a horror film or a thriller. And crucially is the kind of movie I can only watch with you.
Oh, yeah. The audience does tend to be groups of women or couples. It would be pretty awkward to go alone, huh?
That's not what I meant at all. I was just concerned with helping set in the mood. But whatever, I suppose.
Well, you can rest easy today, Michelle. Now you get to be the guy everyone's jealous of, walking into a sappy chick flick with a pretty girl on your arm. You can stop cursing every couple you walk past now.
Why are you acting like I'm some kind of sad, lonely loser?
You sure look the part.
Alright. Well, I'll go get the tickets. I won't be too long.
I'm coming with you, and I'd like to at least pay
No,
for...
please, allow me. If you would.
Oh, okay. Thank you. That was wonderful. I can't stop thinking about the ending when they finally got together. Right all the way through the credits and then some. I'm impressed with how well you handled yourself together, Michelle.
Well, you know. It was so much a matter of me holding myself together as me being so focused on her I hardly paid attention to the movie. I spent the whole time thinking about how maybe I should try to hold her hand or something. I had no idea what the movie was even about. I even managed to do that. I'm hopeless.
Giselle?
Oh, yeah, right. It was a wonderful movie.
It was! So tell me, what was your favorite scene, Michelle?
What? What was yours, Giselle?
It's a tough choice. I'd have to go with the part where the girl's about to fall into the pit of lava and the guy risks death to save her.
What the hell kind of movie was that? Yeah, I agree. That part had me on the edge of my seat.
You don't remember a thing about the movie, do you, Michelle?
Huh?
Why on earth would there be any lava pits? I swear, you were distracted the whole time.
Sorry.
I was right, wasn't I? You don't like romance movies very much. I wanted you to pick something you would like, not force yourself to sit through something just for me.
It's not that I don't like them, just...
Next time we'll see something more to your taste. Maybe a movie about a serial killer that targets couples.
Why do you think I have some kind of grudge against couples?
I mean, you look the part!
I probably deserve that, but still.
Alright, so what's next on the agenda?
I was thinking we could go to a cafe nearby and relax. Or maybe a park. The weather is quite nice.
Let's go to the park then. I brought lunch for us.
Oh? You did?
Does that mess up your plans?
Oh, no, not at all. I'm thrilled. I love your cooking. Thank you.
Thank you. This will be the first time you've had it in a millennium, huh?
Not something you hear every day.
Oh, I just realized.
Hmm?
Are you alright spending so much time outside? You're still sensitive to sunlight, aren't you? Sorry, I should have asked you sooner, but I completely slipped my mind.
Don't worry. I'm fine. A lot of progress has been made in the last 1,000 years. My doctor has me using special sunscreen. Make sure to keep a spare sunglasses on me at all times. While it does still cause slight inconveniences, the difference between before is night and day.
I'm so glad to hear that. I like this spot.
There certainly are a lot of people here. Though I suppose it is the weekend.
Looking out at the beautiful scenery, everyone just quietly enjoying themselves. Life's good, wouldn't you say? Look at them. You can even nap here.
The weather is great, so I can hardly blame them.
Would you like to join the fun after we eat? My lap is yours for the napping.
I would love absolutely nothing more, but I don't want to answer too quickly, come as clingy or creepy. Plus, I feel like it would be rude to leave on our first date.
Let's spread out the blanket and then have lunch, shall we? I made an assortment of sandwiches.
You sneeze, you lose. Thank you very much. The sandwiches were delicious.
Oh no, it was my pleasure. I'd love to make you something a little more hearty next time. You'll have to come over sometime.
I'll be happy to, but don't you live with your family?
Would that make it too awkward?
Wear my best suit and bring a gift.
It would just make it even more awkward. My mom and sister are relaxed, friendly girls. Make yourself right at home.
And your father? I know he passed away when she was younger in previous lives.
Oh, my dad.
I guess it's the same this time around.
Oh, God, I forgot about him. He's always like, if you bring a guy home, I'll make sure he never comes back again.
Right. Glad to hear he's alive and well.
He's a bit overprotective. I don't think he actually means it, though.
I have to meet them eventually. So I'll make sure I'm ready for anything.
And, how are your parents, Michelle?
They're doing fine. They live in the suburbs not far from here, and I go back to visit occasionally.
Oh, neat. Sounds like things are pretty different for both of us this time around. Out of curiosity, are your parents Lady Lydy and Lord Antonin?
I don't think the Lord and Lady is necessary.
Ah, force habit.
But no, they're not my parents this time. Ever since my memories came back, I've had odd moments of dissociation, where my life doesn't feel like it belongs to me.
Oh, yeah, that's happened to me a few times too. Some things are the same as before, but a lot's changed. Sometimes memories of my old family come back to me and I start wishing I could see them again. Tell me,
Hmm?
am I any different?
Uh,
I am, aren't I? Can't possibly be the same exact person I was back then. I have a different family, different values, was raised in a different environment.
the same could be said of me. I led a very different life than my previous one. I read that we're always changing. They're never exactly the same person we were even a second ago.
Oh?
Cells are constantly dying and dividing. Around 10% of the bone tissue in your body is being replaced every year. I can hardly be considered the same man I was merely a few years ago, never mind an entirely different life.
I guess.
And that's just on a physiological level. The mind the same way. I don't think I feel the same way as a child that I do now. We are, in essence, in a perpetual state of transformation.
I still think of you as the same Michelle, though.
And not you. That's all there is to it. While scientifically speaking, we may be constantly changing, we're still able to recognize each other. Perhaps that is the nature of the soul. I love the Giselle of a second ago, the Giselle of the present, and the Giselle of every second to come, all as one.
Right. Me too. Now, that is something the old Michelle would never have said.
Could never have said, I imagine.
Geez, you caught me off guard. Now I'm all flustered.
I can refrain in the future, if you prefer.
No, don't even think about it. Tell me more. I want to hear more.
I'll see what I can do.
Way to kill the mood, Captain Awkward.
Putting pressure on me like that isn't making this any easier.
You really aren't that different, are you?
Probably not.
I still sometimes wonder if maybe this is all a dream. I honestly wasn't sure we would ever cross paths. That we would ever have this reunion. I even questioned whether anything I remembered was true. Maybe I was just delusional. No one believes in reincarnation or past lives today, so it was sometimes hard to believe in myself, you know?
But still, you came looking.
For as much as I couldn't believe, I wanted to believe 10 times more. That our time together, that the things I felt, everything that took place in that mansion, wasn't just my delusion. I'm so glad I did.
As am I. I felt much the same way. I thought I was confused, my mind playing tricks on me, but as time passed and the fog slowly cleared, I felt a strange certainty that I would find you if I went there. So glad I did.
I wonder what everyone else is up to.
Everyone else?
I mean, we're here, so wouldn't be that strange if everyone else was trapped in the mansion we're here too. On my way to go see you that day, I actually ran into someone we might have known.
Oh?
He was a man with wavy hair, lost his hat in the wind. I picked it up for him. When he saw me, he asked if we had met before. And the way he talked, it sounded like he was looking for someone.
Huh.
Do you want to maybe see if we can find them?
Do what?
I don't know, have a class reunion?
A 1,000-year reunion would be quite an unusual event. I wouldn't mind seeing them, although I don't think we should go out of our way looking. They have their own lives now, much like we ours. We're free from the shackles that once bound us. We should continue to be free to walk our own paths.
Yeah, you're right. Though I do kind of hope that we run into each other sometime.
If we do, that simply means we were traveling intersecting paths.
I like the sound of that. The hand of fate guides us.
Indeed. Though, to tell you the truth, until recently, I didn't believe in fate or miracles or souls. Anything that couldn't be demonstrated by science.
Oh, you didn't? Well, I guess that's normal in this day and age.
Now that I experienced it for myself, I could no longer not believe.
It would be hard not to. Michelle?
I know I just said we shouldn't go out of our way to look for anyone, but there is one person we'd like to find.
Oh, I know. Your brothers.
I said one person, though I would like to see them too. I was referring to her. I promised her that when we met again, we would be friends.
To see her again, to be friends. Put a smile on her face. Well, I think we've done enough relaxing to last all week. What's next on the schedule? I mean, I wouldn't mind staying here all day if that's what you want.
I was thinking we could head into town. Maybe do some window shopping?
Sounds like a plan.
Was there something funny about that?
Just who would have thought the day would come when you would suggest we go out on the town together?
I wasn't holed up in there because I wanted to be. Things were different. Would have had no problem going outside.
If you say so, Michelle. Oh, speaking of books.
Hmm?
Have you ever thought about writing anything, Michelle?
Write a novel? Why would I?
We had some rather unique experiences. I thought maybe they might make a good book.
First of all, I had the writing ability of a 7th grader.
Oh, that's surprising.
Do I look like the writing type?
You're smart. Seems like something you'd be good at.
I would probably be a much better conversationalist if I were any good with words.
I wasn't actually sure if you realized how bad you were at that.
I can assure you, I'm well aware.
But you know, being able to express yourself verbally and on paper are two completely different skill sets. It may take you an hour to come up with exactly the right words to use, but writing doesn't have a time limit.
Regardless, I don't think I could write about that. How about you? I suspect you might be better fit for the job.
What, me? I don't think I'd make a very good writer either. And this is going to sound silly coming from me as the one who suggested it, but I think it might be best to keep our memories to ourselves.
Ah.
Putting something so personal, so special like that out there for all the world to see kind of makes it lose a little bit of that magic, you know?
I agree with you wholeheartedly. There's so much of those experiences I could never put into words, no matter what I thought of my own writing ability. Nor am I interested in putting them on display. They're precious in part because they're our experiences. I like to keep it that way.
Yeah. Well, it sounds like we're in agreement, so next topic. We should buy something while we're here. Then we can sit shoulder to shoulder on the sofa, read together.
I have no objections to that. However, it might be best to buy separately, so we each have something we can enjoy.
One book. One couch. Trip down memory lane.
Pardon?
You remember that time we sat by the fireplace together, reading from the same book? You were so stiff, and cold. That was before we'd fallen in love, even. But that was right about the time we started getting closer. Or do you not remember?
Of course I do. I remember that day crystal clear. I heated up some awful wine to fire, and then we made ourselves nice and warm and read a book of adventure stories. As I recall, I was not yet especially kind to you at that point in time. Although, I still consider it a happy memory.
In that case, how about we look for something nice and old to spark some more of those memories?
Yes, let's.
Can't believe the sun's already set. Why can't there be more time in the day?
Your parents are probably aware of you how much longer. Let me walk you to the station. Giselle?
Give me 3 seconds.
That's her phone. I presume she's calling home.
Hey, Mom? I'm out with a couple friends, and you'll never guess what happened. Ran into a few girls I haven't seen since high school.
Huh?
We're gonna be staying the night at one of their houses so we can catch up. I'll be back sometime tomorrow. Yep, I've got everything. See you. Well, you heard me.
Are you sure about this? And do you lie to your mother like that all the time?
I just haven't told her I have a boyfriend yet. I don't have time with that conversation with her tonight, unless you don't want to be there to be a tonight.
I didn't think you were the lying type.
I can be a bad girl when I feel like it. She believed me without a second thought because I'm normally so well behaved. I've never given her a reason not to trust me.
And you're sure about this?
Would you rather I go home?
I never said that. It's just we have plenty of time ahead of us. There's no need to rush anything.
Tried to hide it and probably not done the best job of it, but I've been over the moon all day today. And who wouldn't be? I finally reunited with the man I spent an eternity waiting for. Today's the first day I get to spend any real time with him. It might seem like we have all the time in the world, but you never know what might be waiting around the corner. We've both experienced that reality firsthand. Were you not as excited as me, Michelle? Have I been getting myself worked up over all of this, all by myself like an idiot? Was I alone and thinking that this would be the most important day of my life?
No, of course not. When I saw you last week, the last thing I wanted to do was let you go home. I wanted to carry you back with me right then and there. But I didn't want to put you in a position where I was forcing you to uproot your own life, possibly getting in the way of your education.
If any time calls for a little pushiness, that was it. Yes, this was just an ordinary date, but it's a miracle it ever happened.
I'm sorry. I want to spend as much time with you as I can, Giselle. Will you stay with me?
Absolutely. Oh, and there's another thing that's changed about you, Michelle. You learned some basic social skills, like reading between the lines.
You act like I wouldn't be able to figure out what you wanted me to say back then. Okay, you're right. I probably wouldn't have.
I didn't think you could concede that one.
Anyway, what now? If we find a restaurant and have supper?
Remember what I said about being pushy? Now's the time.
What? Meaning?
You're gonna make me spell it out for you? I want you to, take me to your...
Of course. I would love to take you back to my... crap. Let's do a complete mess. When I bring her to your hotel, it'll look like that's all I'm in it for. I just need to ask her away for a little bit to buy me enough time to at least make it look like a tornado that just passed through.
Michelle? Oh, let me guess, your place isn't presentable.
Well, that might be putting it lightly.
How many naughty posters do you have?
Not a one!
What about blow-up dolls?
Even fewer! What do you think I am?
You don't need to hide anything from me, Michelle. No matter how strange your fetishes are, I promise I will not judge you. I love the old Michelle, and I love the new Michelle, all as one.
I don't expect my declaration of love and party to be turned around on me quite like this. I swear there's nothing weird about my place. I've just been so busy with work lately that I haven't had a chance to clean, so it's a bit of a wreck.
Oh. Well, if that's all it is, I'll gladly help you make it sparkle.
No, I'm not bringing you over to have you clean for me. Please, give me maybe 30 minutes. You can't.
Nope,
What?
I'm not spending 30 minutes, even 30 seconds, away from you just because your place is a little messy.
It won't be long, I swear.
No doesn't mean not long, it means no. I lied to my mom so I could spend this time with you. And think about it. Wouldn't it be better for both of us if I could see you as you are, not how you want to look for me? Help pave the way for our future.
She's gonna have me under her thumb for the rest of my life, isn't she?
Off we go then. First some groceries, then back to your place.
Off we go.
And here I said I wouldn't judge you. But I don't think I can keep that promise.
What did I tell you?
Alright, time to roll up our sleeves and make this place shine. Oh, this kind of reminds me of 1,000 years ago. Here's hoping I don't suffocate in a cloud of dust this time. Phew. See, that didn't take too long between the two of us.
I apologize for making it take any of your time.
Oh, don't be, really. I'm mostly glad it didn't turn out to be a bunch of gross, rotting food. Swarming with bugs would be a bridge too far, I think. And I can tell you've been busy from all the thick books and stacks of papers.
Then reference manuals or document stacks are a rarity. I try to keep as much of it digitally as I can, but a lot of these papers and reports aren't available in any other formats.
You're a systems engineer, was it?
That's right. I was working at a company until a few years back. I've been keeping steady work as a contractor lately.
Wow.
Huh?
I'm amazed. The Michelle I knew would cower at the sound of the word work and could hardly have survived for 3 days on his own. Before I found you, I assumed you'd be noble like last time.
So you assume I was a helpless shut-in?
And boy, am I glad you didn't turn out to be King Meat again.
Glad to not disappoint you.
I also kind of suspected you would end up making video games.
I hardly even play games. What gave you that idea?
Not sure. Visions of a parallel universe, perhaps.
I'm not even going to ask. What about you? Do you have a dream job, Giselle?
I want to open a shop. Maybe it's because I came from a merchant family in my past life, but I've always been interested in running some kind of store. I'm even majoring in economics.
Huh. I like that idea.
If I do manage to get something up and running, I hope you'll help out.
Absolutely. I'll do anything if I can if it leads to a brighter future for you.
Okay, well, I'm going to borrow your kitchen for a bit.
Is there anything I can help with? You made lunch too, so it would feel awful doing nothing.
Last I checked, you and cooking were a dangerous mix.
I like to think my taste buds are a little more refined this time around.
Hopefully. In that case, I think I'll have you chop the vegetables. But I'm the one who puts everything together, okay?
She doesn't believe me.
I'm stuffed.
It was wonderful. Thank you. Watching you work is like watching someone perform magic.
Was I doing something funny you didn't tell me about?
No, that's not what I meant. Just the way you managed to make everything so perfect without even looking at the recipe.
Well, cooking is kind of a hobby of mine. But I lost a bit of preparation time to clean, so I didn't make everything I wanted to. Next time, I'll make you something real fancy, though.
Like a roast chicken?
Let's save that one for Christmas.
I don't think when we have it makes a sight of just the two of us sitting around a large roast chicken any less ludicrous, though. But yes, shall we open the wine now?
You only brought me home so you could get me drunk and have your way with me? I'm just kidding.
Only consensually?
What?
I'm joking. Let's have some wine, shall we?
I wasn't okay with it.
Oh, this is still ways out, but I thought I would have mentioned I'm going to be moving sometime next year.
Oh, but this is perfectly fine apartment.
I mentioned my parents live in the suburbs a little ways from here, right? I would plan to buy a new house soon, and so I'll be taking over the old place. No point in letting it sit unused, I figured.
Wow. Is your family rich then?
Not extravagantly wealthy or anything, but reasonably well off.
Looks like nobility runs in your blood after all.
That's the literal definition, yes, but I don't think that's how it works. Anyway, it's bigger than here. So I was hoping you could come join me once things settle down at school.
You're asking me to move in with you?
I am.
Absolutely, I'd love to. In fact, I was planning to start bringing stuff over here soon anyway. I didn't think you'd be the one to ask me.
I figured. Doesn't hurt to be pushy every now and then.
Oh, I'm so excited. Let me know when you have a date. I'll help with the move.
Certainly. I'm quite looking forward to it as well.
Thank you for letting me use your shower, Michelle. And your clothes.
No problem. Although, they are rather big on you. If a little tight around the chest.
My heart's kind of starting to race now. In a different house, wearing different clothes, different smell.
Smell, I'm pretty sure that's clean. Should I get you something else?
No, they don't smell. Ugh. They smell like you, which makes me smile. Oh God, what am I saying?
Oh, I forgot to mention. I only have one bed.
Perfect number.
Well then, right this way.
After you. Hey, Michelle. Are you nervous?
Not at all. We've slept together before, in the past.
Oh, yeah, I suppose we have. This time feels different. My heart's pounding like crazy.
I take it back. I'm nervous too.
Hey,
Huh?
Can we hold hands?
Sure.
I want you to know I'm the happiest girl in the world right now. So happy I'm scared I'll wake up and it will all be a dream. Or tomorrow will come and it'll all be torn away from me.
I thought I was supposed to be this worrywart. You the eternal optimist.
Normally.
You have nothing to fear. I would never let go of this hand again.
No vanishing on me or pushing me away or anything like that, okay?
I promise. Let's make this happiness into something that lasts forever. You and me. Together.
No getting bored of me once I'm over the hill either.
I would never. Besides, I'll be making there well ahead of you.
I expect you to grow up to be the classiest 40-something in town, and don't you forget it.
I'll try not to disappoint you.
Hey, Michelle? I love you. More than anything in the world. Thank you so much for finding me in this life.
I thank you for waiting so long and never giving up, both in this life and the last. Giselle, I love you too.
Mm-hmm. Good night, Michelle. Wake up. Wake up, Michelle.
Ah, so bright. I thought I shut the curtains.
Morning, sleepyhead.
Giselle, good morning.
Ah. Wait, forget that. Do over.
Huh?
Good morning, Master. I hope you slept well.
I can say without a doubt, I've never slept better, nor woken to a more pleasant sight in my entire life.
I believe I'm on the second floor. Ah, yes, there it is. But I need my key to get in. The landlord should be able to help me with that. He lives upstairs, if I'm not mistaken.
Oh my, why hello there. Are you our new neighbor?
Yes, I move in today.
Were you not told where to find your key?
It was a rather sudden move, so perhaps it was missed in the confusion.
Oh, is that so? Well, your key's right here, darling, on the back of your mailbox door. Here you are.
Thank you.
You don't smile much, do you, darling? It's a real shame. You're very pretty.
I've just never been very good at it.
Practice makes perfect.
Thank you for your assistance. And it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Good day.
Oh, why, thank you too, darling.
Well, I should go.
Before you go. Make sure you stop by and say hi to the landlord.
I assumed you were?
Oh, heavens no. I live on the third floor. The landlord's one level up, on the very top floor.
My apologies for the confusion.
It's the weekend, so he should be home. He recently took over for his parents, and my oh my, is he the prettiest young man I have ever seen. I'm not sure how a man would take to being called pretty, but I'll be darned if there's a better word to describe him. If I were another 30 years younger, I might have tried to go after him myself. You can't be what, 15, 16 years old? Still in high school and already living on your own? You're moving fast, darling. Are your parents?
I have a lot to unpack, so I really should get going.
Oh, dear. So sorry for keeping you. If you need anything, just give me a shout, okay? Or the landlord. I'm sure he'll be happy to help too. It was a pleasure meeting you, darling.
You too, ma'am. She's a bit overwhelming. I hope the landlord isn't quite so boisterous. She said he was a pretty young man. Well, I should at least say hello. I can leave my bags inside and unpack when I'm done. Oh, a butterfly. How did you get in here? It's moving kind of sluggishly. Don't worry, I'll get you back outside where you belong. Take care. This is the place. I'm not looking forward to this. Too many new people in one day. Ugh.
Coming! It'll be just a second.
A woman's voice? But the landlord's a man, isn't he? Maybe his sister or wife?
I'll get it.
Wait, that voice.
It's probably the new girl. We should both go out and greet her.
Ah,
Yep, you were right. It's our new neighbor. It's a pleasure to have you. And we meet again.